Hey, it's BT with the BT Valencia year-end review. Let's get right to it. Listen, I give the season a B. You guys tell me what you think. I give the season a B. I wish it was closer racing. I really do. I love that. The first 4 laps, 3 or 4 laps of Magello, to me, were the best of the season. The first 3 or 4 laps of Magello were the best of the season with Mark and Pecco. Whatever happened to him? Mark and Pecco. That was mean. Mark and Pecco are going at it with a different livery. By the way, I know I'm skipping here, but Alex Marquez's livery today in Valencia with the all silver. He looked like the Silver Surfer. Oh, that was sweet. Anyway, let's get right to it to Valencia. Moto 3. Rider of the race goes to Adrian Fernandez. He's had a tough last 2 years. He deserved that victory more than anybody. Heartbreak goes to Maximo Quiles, because he could have got second in the championship, but he got third. But there's no shame in that game because he came in 2 races down and he finished third in the championship. That shows how great Maxi is. Moto 2, you got to give it Diego Moreiro. I mean, the only Brazilian to win a championship in the history of MotoGP in any class. The only Brazilian. That's incredible. Props to him. And the heartbreak goes to Manuel Gonzalez. It was hard to watch that season just slip away from him. Like, it was like that song from Rod Stewart. It's there when you speak my name. It's just not the same. Ooh, baby, I'm losing the championship. And that's what it was, man. He couldn't stop it, and it was hard to watch. And the bike conked out on him, but he wasn't going to win. He had to win the race, and Diego had to finish, Marrero had to finish lower than 14th. So, anyway, that's our heartbreak. And a MotoGP, right of the race, MotoGP, right of the weekend goes to Acosta. Rider of the race, I got to give it to Bez as far as if it's the race. I got to give it to Bez because nobody got close. I mean, Fernandez got close within under half a second, but it was never really in that much jeopardy. He did a great job. So props to Bez. Let me tell you something. If Bez gets some confidence, he's going to be in the running for a championship. And real quick, what I'm going to say is, this season they said the races were slower, which means Marquez wasn't pushing he wasn't pushing all out. He said the races were slower. It means he was doing just enough to win. So imagine if he pushed harder. I mean, listen, yeah, I just think he's on such another level that he maybe intimidated riders. I don't know, but there was a couple riders who wanted to go at him. I think Pedro was one of them, and damn sure always Fabio. Fabio always made the best races, but damn, he did the best he could. And I think Fabio's gone. You guys tell me what you think. I think Fabio's gone because the Yamaha's not going to be ready by next year at this time unless they do a lot of testing. I mean, Top Rack was there. Watch for testing on Tuesday, see what Top Rack does. I can't see him. Matter of fact, maybe you guys went in on some of this bet. I got a bet with Jack Appleyard that he says Top Rack is not going to get a top 10 before the summer break, and I say he does. A top 10 before the summer break. I say he does. You tell me what you think. Are you on Team BT or are you on Team Appleyard? If you're on Team Appleyard, don't ever talk to me again. Don't ever watch this review again. So you tell me what you think. And also, I had listen, he's my buddy. Randy Mamola's my buddy, and we go at it all the time. But it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But we had a argument, and he was saying that when Liberty goes to MotoGP, I mean, Dorna hands the reins over to Liberty, that Liberty needs to teach the riders to speak better English, quit all that and she said, look at Formula One, they got better characters over there, and I disagree. I think we're both kind of right, but I disagree. I think Formula One has no characters. I mean, listen, they're flat. They're not funny. The only person that was ever funny and had a personality was Daniel Ricciardo, and he's gone. I mean, does Lando Norris have a personality? No. Does not Picaris? Is it Picaris? No, I'm thinking Moto 3. Petrie? You know what I'm talking about. The Australian that is getting screwed by his team, by the McLarens. They get the only person who has a personality right now in Formula One is kinda Max. Kinda. That's only because he's so blunt. After that, there's nobody. Granted, they do speak good English, but half of them are from England anyway. So, I mean, he's got a point. At the same time, in MotoGP, they do a decent, good job of English. I mean, don't get me wrong, some are better than others, but you still understand what they're saying. They can't help it with the I mean, think if you're a team owner, would you rather your rider trying to get better? Like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's training great. Or find out he's spending half his day on Duolingo to speak English to satisfy like what 2% of the viewership in MotoGP, which is America. No offense, America. And I love Joe Roberts. And I hope Joe gets a shot, but I hope he gets a shot. I love Joe, but the closest one to getting to MotoGP now is about 4 years away, and that's Christian Daniel Jr. And he's not even Moto3 yet. So you tell me what you think. You tell me, or maybe it's a little bit of both. Are you Team BT or Team Mavolas? You tell me on that what you think. You think the riders need to speak better English and have, do you think, MotoGP has better characters? I say Marquez, Pedro Acosta, and Jack Miller. You get those guys and even Bezzecchi. Bezzecchi's funny. I think we have better characters. I mean, who proposes to their bike? That's what Bezzecchi did. He proposed to his bike, which, I mean, granted, he took a page out of Rossi in a way. It was funny, but a little bit of that was true. I mean, they love, there's a passion there. That's the Italians, they have a passion there. I mean, no offense, but I can't see Lewis doing that to his car in front of everybody. I mean, proposing to his car. I mean, it's only on the motorcycle. So I say MotoGP, it does have better characters that aren't forced. I mean, listen, Pedro Acosta, when they do a media scrum, they do it English and they do it in Spanish. So when he would get through with the English part, the reporters went over to another person and he was just there by himself. And I asked him, I said, if you would have got the whole shot, do you think I said tomorrow, which was today, I said, you got the whole shot. Do you think you could hold off Alex for the entire race? And he goes, yep. And then he goes, tomorrow when I do that, after the race, I'll come look for you. He said that. I mean, he's just funny, man. He's about as honest as you can be in racing because, they don't want to give all the secrets away or whatever about the bike, but he's about as honest as you can get. I mean, Pedro is just great, and Mark is still Mark. I mean, come on, man. I mean, he's a great ambassador to the sport, and I think Mark has reached super duper level. Maybe as far as fame goes. And I don't know if it's in Spain. Like, I don't know if they know him in any other places, which is weird. So, and motorcycle is such a niche sport, so a lot of people don't know him. But if anybody who knows him, like, if you guys are watching this, do you think Mark has reached super duper level yet? Because I think he's at that where it's like he's almost a god. He's like Michael Jordan god now. At least in Spain he is. And even in the world of motorcycling, if you know him, you know him. And so do you think he's reached that level? Because I definitely do, especially with the injury, coming back from the injury. He was basically Frankenstein right now. I mean, in the next 20 years, Mark could be what, 52, 53? Trust me, he'll tell you when a storm is coming a week in advance. I mean, that's how bad his body is. I mean, but he's doing it all for us. Like he said, he's a winner, and his mentality. And like I said, the races were slower this year. That's only because he didn't push. So you tell me what you think on that. So that's for you guys. Race of the year. I thought the racing, I give the whole, like I said, MotoGP as a whole for the season, I give it a B. I give it a B because, listen, I think the best race, the first 3 or 4 laps were in Mugello. After that, I like the craziness of Le Mans. I like Phillip Island. I like the races. No offense, when Mark was out, I thought the racing was, pretty good, but I got to give it a B. I give the racing a B. I wanted more racing. I wanted more overtakes. So you tell me what you think, but I think Pedro stays another year. I can see the frustration in his face. I think he stays another year. I think Fabio is gone, and we all await the arrival of Toprak. Like I said, and I've redone this video 3 or 4 times, so I don't know where I'm at. So Jack Appleyard and I have a bet. I say that Toprak, he thinks Toprak won't get a top 10 until after the summer break. I say he gets the top 10 before the summer break. So you guys tell me what you think. Are you Team BT or Team Appleyard? And if you're Team Appleyard, get the hell off this right now. Just stop it because you ain't my friend no more. So tell me what you think. As far as, like I said, man, the paddock was ready to go, and I love MotoGP. I'm ready to go too. I mean, I love it. It occupies my life more than you guys even know. I mean, you think you know? You have no idea. I almost schedule my work schedule on MotoGP, and the amount of money I spend when I'm out on the sea to watch a MotoGP race live. Yeah, anyway, so you guys tell me what you think of the season. My breakthrough rider for the season was how Pedro did a 180. He had a sour ass attitude, which to me, that's understandable. But somebody, I think Ike, Io from Mr. EIEIO from from Finland. I think he talked some sense into him, and now, I mean, he got an attitude adjustment, like Hank Williams Jr. said. He got an attitude adjustment, and he did a damn good job of getting it right. I mean, he's still funny in the interviews, but you could tell there's a little bit of like in his like, I want to win now, and I was rooting for him. And when I saw he didn't get the whole shot, I knew it was gonna be a tough race for him. So yeah, you guys tell me what you think. What I'm missing here. I think Honda's no more concessions for Honda. Good for them. I think next year is going to be great. I mean, we're all looking for the next 2 years actually. So do you think? Can you think will Marquez repeat? I say he does. And there's rumors now. There's rumors that if Pecco has another year like he did this year, I don't even think Ducati's going to ask him back. But that's the rumor. That's the how do rumors get started? So you guys tell me what you think on that. Grade the year. Your breakout rider. I still, I personally, it's hard to say breakout with Pedro, but I think it is only because he got his attitude right. Fermi and Aldeguer, though, definitely rider of the year. And if you listen to the interviews, Ogura is the Asian Frankie Morbidelli. Listen to him talk and tell me that's not Frankie Morbidelli. I mean, the guy has like, yeah, so I crashed and I'm looking forward to the end of the year. And that's it. I mean, I go, oh my God, it's Frankie. And man, what happened with Frankie on the grid? That was embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that happened. If you didn't see it, he ran in the back of Alacia Spargo as they're coming to line up, and he ran into him. The bike fell, and he was out of the race. It's unbelievable. And Pecco, God damn, it's hard to watch with Pecco. I hope he has a good summer. Hope his wife takes care of him. You know what I mean. And then he comes back. I hope he comes back in testing and next season, ready to fight for the title. Anyway, I'm tired. Sorry this was so dry. It's just like I said, we're all ready to go. So thank you guys for watching this year. You guys make it so much fun. Thank you so much, Dave, John, Pauline. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Ted, all you guys, man, you guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the criticism. I can take criticism. Hey, come on. I grew up in the 70s. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think of the year. All the questions I asked. Until then, you know the word. Bye.